People forget that we're professional athletes, and they're like they have the fighter mentality, because the sport, when it was started, you had your street fighters, the brawlers, you had the martial artist, you had the athlete, and the athlete kind of came later because you could make way more money in other sports, right? But the athlete is the one that's really paying attention to their body, and they know what it's like to be a professional athlete. The martial artist and the street fighter mentality, they're the guys that are like, yeah, I'll just cut the most at the end. They're just putting it off till later. So the us as fighters need to be more professional. We need to be better with our diet. And then sadly enough, even the guys that are helping us with their diets don't know anything. I'm reading some of the stuff with some of these top guys that are helping them cut weight, and it's like they're like, oh, we're gonna cut the most weight ever. It's like, that's not smart. Yeah, it's like, let's do it the smartest way. With my coach Sam Calavita, he's telling me, I need you to be at this weight. I'm checking in with him, like the commission's trying to do. I'm checking him in with him every day, and he'll get on me. And it got to the point where it's like, okay, now I'm gonna make your meals. He intervened, and I was like, yeah, well, I had a cheat meal, because I was dieting, but he wanted me a little more ahead of schedule than I was used to. And yeah, so it's been great. I feel strong, and I feel like I'm gonna make weight no problem.
It's one of your better weight cuts?
100%. And the thing is, when we were doing the weight cut, we were lifting more. We were increasing every week, and our weight was decreasing. So as we're getting lighter, we're getting stronger.
TJ's been talking about Sam Calavita as well, because you guys train together now at the training lab in Orange County. What does he implement? What are the kind of things that he's doing with you guys, strength and conditioning wise and science wise?
Just one thing is he's monitoring our recovery. He's actually wrote some algorithms to type in our heart rates and seeing the way we're recovering, and looking at how much water intake, what supplements we're taking, knowing when to push and when to pull back. And then with the training, he does all kinds of things that he'd probably rather me not talk about.
Secrets?
Yeah, secrets. And everything that he does is, Jeff Novinsky gives the okay. So he wants us to feel very confident knowing that if he says it's okay, it's okay. And then he'll even find ways to give us, he's like teaching me how to make a chocolate shake, at night when I'm having hunger cravings. He's like, pure organic dark chocolate with no sugar, and you put this and this and this and all these little tricks. And, my diet's been better, and it's been a little easier to get through.
Do you feel like this is the evolution of the sport a little bit? Because back in the day, it was almost like guys, going in there and like bar fighting, and now there's science involved, and there's all this nutrition and there's strength and conditioning. Is this kind of the evolution?
100% it is. And, the thing is, too, if you take a quick turn and talk about the judging, I think with the way the sport is going, how good everyone is getting, those little details are getting, bigger and bigger. And I think that the more that we're doing all this stuff and evolving the sport and becoming better, we need to evolve all the scoring and things like that, because literally with this next generation, people are just getting better and better and better, and we're going to have to look at the small details to find a winner in a fight.
How do you think that should change? Do you think the judges need to be trained better and maybe be trained on more of the new wave of things?
Well, I can tell you right now, not one fighter in here knows exactly what the judges' scoring criteria is. You could say, oh, it's this, and this, but it's a little biased. Well, they favor takedowns, they favor pressure, they favor damage. Nobody tells us, I'm a fan of the 1 10-minute round, 1 5-minute round, judging the fight on the whole. That could also be a little complicated as well, with bad scoring. But I think if you want to get people away from kind of like playing the point game and win each round, I think 1 10-minute round, 1 5-minute round would help a lot with that.
If someone asked you right now, what is the judging criteria in MMA, what would be your answer?
For me, I'm going for damage. That's the way my mind works, and hit and not get hit. That's my game plan. And if the judge doesn't like it, then then they shouldn't judge.
That's actually what a lot of regulators would say, damage, but they can't actually write the word damage. It's like a politically correct thing. They don't want to put the word damage in like the unified rules.
Yeah. Well, and then the thing is too is this fly is bothering me. It always freaks us out. I don't know if you know this fighters, but if you see something like this when you're talking and you're like, damn, is that a fly, or do I got a detached retina?
Please don't punch me.
No worries. But What was the question again?
Just about damage. It's just a weird thing where you can't actually say damage, but everyone's looking for damage. It's convoluted.
I think we should have live scoring. I think the CompuBox numbers or the fighter stat numbers are always super inaccurate. I think they should be watched back after the fight in slow motion. And as far as damage, some people do take more damage than others. As far as some people just cut easy, so that it does make it difficult to score. And I have no problem with the word damage. There's damage.
Thanks, Hope.